AI and the Weird Mind. Lately, I've noticed something quietly unsettling. People are whispering their worries, not to friends, not to therapists, but to chatbots. Love problems, work anxiety, existential dread, all poured into a glowing rectangle that listens without judgment. I've done it too. It's about my cat. At 2 a.m., I asked my AI if she was overweight. It answered with empathy and science, and somehow, it felt comforting and weird. For most people, it's harmless curiosity. But sometimes the line blurs. A few steps deeper into that digital intimacy and people start unraveling. Psychiatrists now have a phrase for it: ChatGPT psychosis, when a mind collapses with an algorithm in the front row. But maybe the bigger question isn't why people talk to AI. It's who that AI actually understands. Because when you pour your heart out to a chatbot, you're not really talking to something that knows you. You're talking to something trained on them, the weird, Western, educated, industrialized, rich, democratic societies. The digital therapist in your pocket doesn't think like a Filipino or an Indian farmer or a Ghanaian teacher. It thinks like a Stanford psych major with perfect Wi-Fi. Most of psychology, our models of memory, emotion, behavior, comes from that same narrow slice of humanity. College volunteers from rich countries became the blueprint for how humans think. So when AI learns from that data, it learns their habits, their logic, their feelings. Take Centaur, an AI trained on 60,000 people and 10 million decisions. It can predict how humans choose, remember, even how brains might react. Impressive, until you realize almost all its humans were weird. So Centaur doesn't model humanity, it models them. Try running that model on a rural community in Bicol or a Lumad village in Bukidnon, and it misfires. It's like using a Manila traffic map to navigate the mountains of Ifugao. This isn't abstract. People already ask AI for emotional advice, even for help in mental health crises. What happens when a model misreads culture as pathology? Picture this. An AI assisting in psychiatric screening flags someone as unstable, not because they're ill, but because it can't decode their cultural rhythm. A Cebuano says, "Gisapot ko, irritable, short-tempered, or may sumpong lang ako, just in a mood." A local friend shrugs. An AI trained on Western affect might call it aggression or depression. Multiply that misunderstanding across hospitals, courts, even schools, and suddenly humans are being evaluated through the wrong lens. Here's the heart of it. The digital minds we're building see some people clearly and others not at all. They call themselves general, but they're provincial, born from the data of the few. If we're serious about letting AI anywhere near the business of understanding minds, we need to rebuild from the ground up. First, broaden the data. Fund research in the global south. Train models on the languages, humor, and heartbreaks of everyone, not just the West. Second, design for context. AI should know when it doesn't know. Humility must be a feature, not a bug. Third, set boundaries. Algorithms can assist, but they should never decide who gets therapy, justice, or freedom. Chatbots can imitate empathy, but empathy without context is performance. The human mind doesn't come in one size. Neither should the algorithms pretending to understand it. Maybe the goal isn't to build an AI that knows us perfectly. Maybe it's to build a humanity that refuses to be simplified. This is AnthroIntelligence, Culture, Cognition, and Code. I'm Richard Jonathan O. Taduran. Stay curious and stay human.